big shocker. I can't do it like he did.
Are you hurt, Master?
There was no need for you to use a spirit disaster counterspell against me. If you don't even know the basics, don't be a copycat.
Take it easy now, Eto.
I thought this was a bad idea from the start, but you were insistent. Learn your place, kid. You're not ready to train with the pros yet. Give it a few years.
These pros you're talking about couldn't handle their own jobs. And now we're at the point where students are using your facilities to train. When the surprise attack came to our school, where were you, pro-exorcists? You certainly weren't helping us.
Natsume.
Burn.
I'm proud of you for trying so hard in training, Harutora. Regardless, Eto is too strong.
With all deference, Master, I am of the same opinion.
Harutora?
They were amazing, weren't they? The two of them.
Two of whom?
You know, Mr. Otomo and Domon.
So you're still hung up on that?
What? Sorry, I guess I kinda spaced out.
Never mind, it's fine.
Natsume, that altar that was on the school's roof, it was exactly the same one from out in the country, am I right? So what do you say? Should we go check it out?
I'll take point, sir. Please allow me to lead the way.
Thank you, Khan. What a mess. I'm amazed we even survived this.
Yeah, if Mr. Otomo hadn't shown up when he did, we might not have.
What is it, Khan?
There's someone at the altar, Master.
Who's there?
We're students who go to this school, just taking a look around. Look, it's pretty dark up here, yeah? I'm just going to add some light. Khan, flames.
Tsuchimikado. You're Natsume Tsuchimikado. Then that must make you Harutora Tsuchimikado, right? It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Takiko Soma. I'm a student like you, studying to become a real Onmyo mage.
When I think back to that night, it was such a strange encounter. Then again, odd encounters happen to us all the time.
So it begins. The stars have crossed.
Takiko... Soma?
Yes, that's right. To think I'd actually get to meet you in person. If this is all a dream, then please don't wake me up.
So then, you must be new at the school or something, is that right, Miss Soma?
Please, just call me Takiko. They've arranged some special enrollment just for me.
That a fact?
Which is why we haven't met before. Such a shame.
Oh, right on.
So then, Takiko, if you don't mind me asking, why are you here?
The same reason as you guys are here, I'd bet. I came to see the Heavenly Altar.
Heavenly Altar? I didn't know that was its name. So, you came all the way up here to see this?
That's right.
Do you have any idea what it actually takes to put this ritual altar to use?
Of course not. An amateur like me could never understand the Heavenly Altar. After all, this altar is the essence of Tsuchimikado magic. They say it's the greatest legacy left by Abe no Seimei. Some even say that Yako himself didn't fully understand everything about this altar.
I see. You are aware of the ceremony that takes place here, though.
You mean the Taizen Fukun ritual? Naturally.
Isn't the Taizen Fukun ritual supposed to be a secret of the Tsuchimikado family?
Why don't you tell us who you really are?
Like I already said, I'm a fellow student. I'm studying to become an Onmyo mage. I can't say much more than that, or else I might get in trouble. I'll give you a hint. Why do you think the Heavenly Altar is here in the first place? Onmyo Prep used to serve as Yako's private academy. They called it the Yako School. Open to those with aptitude, it circumvented antiquated concepts like bloodlines. You might even say the altar was his legacy. You should ask Principal Kurahashi for more details on the whole shebang. I mean, she was part of it.
She was part of what?
She's the one who turned Onmyo Prep into what it is today. Tsuchimikado found her when she was really young. She was a charter member when the Yako school was first founded.
He liked to play shogi, although he wasn't very good.
Some of Yako's personal records from that time may still be somewhere on school grounds.
Do you really think you can trust some random chick you just met?
I'm not sure. That's why we're investigating.
If what she's saying is true, then that rumor that said the real Ravenco was being stored here might actually have a shred of credibility. Any way you slice it, us digging through all the records here is going to be a hell of a lot slower than if we just asked the principal directly, you know?
She's busy right now after the attack, and she's cagier than she looks. With information in her hands, she can't misdirect us. If we can find records from when the school opened, we might stumble across some intel on Yako.
As much as I'd love to spend hours bloodhounding with you guys, it's probably easier to give Taka What's-Her-Name a call.
Yeah, we sort of forgot to ask for her number.
Awesome. It's gonna be like finding one needle in a stack of them.
Don't sweat it, guys. There should be a place where all of the school's records were held, so we just have to dig through whichever pile of books that happens to be.
From now on, dude, make sure when you meet a woman for the first time, you get her frickin' number, okay?
You got it. Next mysterious girl I bump into at a creepy altar, I'll totally get her digits.
Useless! The 10th class is as far back as it goes. Nothing from when it was founded.
I kinda wanted to see what the principal looked like before 60 years chomped into her.
You and me both, man.
Hey, it just came to me. Mr. Otomo's gotta be in one of these books.
Yeah, he does.
Kogure was in the same class, right? Which class was it, though?
Hey, Natsume, you know, don't you?
Guys, can you please take this seriously? Fine. The 36th class.
Here he is, Jin Otomo. Oh man, what a ripoff. I wanted to see a picture of him as a kid.
Let's see. It was a meaningful 3 years. Well, that's nice and non-committal there, Jin. Talk about a lazy quote.
I guess he was just as nerdy back then. And now for Kogure. Where's he at?
What'd you find?
Weird. Take a look at this name. Seems familiar to me.
But all I know is what I studied in a few books. There was a report written by a person called Ryo Saotome. He served under my father in the Ghost Division.
Huh.
Mr. Otomo and Ryo Saotome were both at school in the same year?
I can't believe I didn't check the old yearbooks. I knew he was an alum.
I wonder if that Soma girl you told us about is really a student like she claimed.
If most of the school hadn't been blown to bits during that fight, we could have asked the admissions office about it.
No, I'd rather ask Mr. Otomo.
Fancy meeting you in a place like this.
Oh, hey Suzu. Weird running into you out in Ueno, right?
I had hoped to invite Con for a drive.
You know, once in a while a serious answer would be awesome.
Don't worry, I'll have her home well before dawn.
Yeah, that's not really the
I
issue.
would of course be willing to pay.
That has even less to do with the issue. Oh, how about introductions? Natsume, you've already met. Suzu, this is the rest of the gang.
I'm aware. Toji Ato, Kyoko Kurahashi, Suzuka Dairenji, and Four Eyes.
Ah, so you already know them then. Cool. Well, I guess each one of us is known throughout the school for different things.
What about me?
He's a familiar, created just for driving.
Whoa, what the?
Don't we all look hale and hearty? I was worried after our last...
What?
Shut your mouth.
Wait, he said...
Don't worry about him.
How could I not be worried? That kid's
The
weird.
child is defective.
What am I saying? Of course he's weird. He's with you.
I'm taking care of him. He's the son of a relative. He threw a tantrum and claimed I had to take him to meet someone. I guess I caved, and now here we are. By the time we arrived, someone else was visiting that person, so we decided to leave. Honestly, though, I'm kind of glad.
Shall we?
We have to go now.
So all is normal and I am completely lost.
Say hello to the brat for me.
Something about that whole convo was off. I got the heebie-jeebies.
They say the curse is mostly gone. So what? Was it destroyed starting at the roots or something?
For better or worse, white hair is gonna be my new look. I think of it like my right leg. It's just a change I'll need to adjust to, that's all.
Well, you routed Dominashia anyway, and we're all very proud of you.
I hardly won an all-out magical battle against him, though. It was just a demonstration of skill, nothing more. From his point of view, my Onmyo posturing was little more than child's play, surely.
Nothing to be embarrassed about. You survived because your strength was real.
Oh dear, you're not gonna get all mushy on me now, are you? Beware Greeks bearing gifts, they say. So I'm guessing you're not just here to tuck me in.
Yes, tomorrow we're completely cleaning house at the agency.
You're gonna pull the syndicate out into the light of day?
That's right. I can't miss this opportunity. This time I'll be more thorough, from the ground up. That always has been my objective. We're conducting internal investigations in the departments. Twin Horn Syndicate Excision. This will most likely be the last job I do for the agency.
But, sir!
Call me sentimental, but that's pretty much the reason I came by here today. Those rats are going to resist, and they just might get it in their heads to go and bother your poor students again. But this time, the Onmyo agency will provide a proper guard for them, so you can just rest here quietly. That's what I came to tell you.
Can we get some food? Come on, Reiji, you told me we were going to have some fun. It's my first day out in a while, and all we're doing is waiting. So far, it's been a real letdown. You've been acting all different ever since you got that X on your forehead, I'll have you know.
Come here, Shaver.
Yes? You got a plan?
Shut up!
Hey, what's the big idea, Reiji?
That's Master.
Wait! Don't stop! Please stop! Come on, Reiji. What was that for?
Well, well. We've got another chance to show everyone what you can really do.
Knock knock, you up for some visitors, sir?
Hey.
Oh, hi there.
Kyoko, Suzuka, it's been far too long. And I don't believe I've had the pleasure of meeting the rest of you.
What are you doing here, Uncle Amami?
Wait, that's weird. This guy's your uncle?
Family friend. He's the director of the bureau.
Amami's the name. Pleased to meet you.
Hi, it's nice to meet you, sir. What brings the director of the Magical Investigation Bureau all the way out here?
Actually, this little visit of theirs isn't surprising at all. These two used to serve together in the MIB, and the old guy also hangs out with the principal sometimes.
I find it very inspiring that you went out of your way to visit a former colleague. Thank you for taking the time out from your busy schedule.
Hey, come on. I should be the one saying all that crap to him. Not that I would.
Whatever. This old fogey wouldn't come all the way out here for any ordinary bureau drone. In fact, this confirms all my suspicions. He easily destroyed the seal on my magic. He knows cryptic old spells that aren't part of the Imperial style. A prep school teacher who fought Doman Ashia to a standstill, and one who can enlist independent exorcists to help him in such a pitched battle. There's only one person in the Bureau other than the divine fan Amami who has power like his. They tried to hide his title from us, but it's obvious that he's a divine general. Codename Shadow. Ta-da! Gotcha.
What? I'm sorry, you lost.
Oh, the little lady is pretty good.
Hey, be quiet.
It's far too late to try hiding it from them now. And by the way, the name Shadow is pretty pretentious, right? Stagehand is more like it.
Are you joking? Divine Fan is way more pretentious than Shadow.
Okay, are you being for real? You used to be a divine general?
You know, if that's the case, it does explain how he held his own for so long in the battle. But why would you want to leave the Magical Investigation Bureau just to become a prep school teacher?
If I was a betting man, I'd say the reason is you, Natsume. Mr. Otomo accepted a position at Onmyo Prep about a year ago, around the same time you enrolled in the school. The principal probably read the star charts. She must have seen the trouble you would bring to the school, then she went to Director Amami to recruit Mr. Otomo as a form of insurance. It all fits quite nicely, I'd say.
Good work, young man. If you always rely on others for your answers, then you'll never be able to think critically.
So then, you're saying Toji was right?
You should think about what I've said too, boy. In fact, I have a bit of helpful advice for you. Every adult is cagier than they seem, devious down to their very bones. Never take what they say at face value, son. Then you may learn to stand on your own 2 feet. Otomo, share with them what we talked about earlier. You might not be able to contact me for a while, but that's all part of the plan.
Well, take care of yourself.
But of course.
So, come in, take a seat. There are a few things I should probably fill you guys in on.
So wait, the Twin Horn Syndicate will be gone once and for all.
Well, that's Director Amami's plan, at the very least. Even so, there's still a reason to be cautious. The Onmyo Agency will be providing a guard for you, but we should all remain vigilant. We don't know how Domon is planning to make his move either.
Whoa, Domon, you mean he could still be alive?
Oh no, he's dead. Domon Ashia is definitely dead. But we don't know yet if he's been completely destroyed. Hey, you should all be fine for a while. Just make sure you don't let your guard down.
That's very reassuring.
Takiko Soma, huh? I've never heard of her before.
She told us that she was a student. She has red hair.
A redhead, you say? I might have had some students with the last name Soma, but I would remember the red hair for sure. Doesn't sound like one of mine.
Thanks anyway. There is another name.
Feel free to ask. I can't promise I'll know who they are.
I have a feeling this one will be familiar. Ryo Saotome.
I should be taking it easy, not stressing out.
So you know who this Ryo Saotome guy is, don't you?
Yeah, we were in the same class at school.
Oh, so it was worth coming all the way out here to visit you. Saotome was a pioneer in the field of Yako research. Did you know anything about that?
You're talking about the Raven Code, aren't you? There's one tiny detail you guys got wrong. It's Suzu. It's written as Ryo Saotome, but read as Suzu Saotome.
So then it's really... Suzu?
I know you kids probably won't listen, but be careful. Saotome is trouble, not the easiest to deal with, so watch out.
As it stands, no one's seen Suzu in a while. We don't have anything on Takiko either. Kyoko, have you heard anything from your grandmother?
Sorry, I haven't had the chance to ask her. Poor grandmother has been incredibly busy ever since the attack.
Harutora, what's on your mind? You've been sitting there for a while, all spaced out.
What? Oh. Yeah, it's nothing, man.